Today I'll be reading a short story called The Emperor's New Suit by Hans Christian Andersen. The Emperor's New Suit. Many years ago, there lived an emperor who loved new clothes, so much he spent all his money on being well dressed. All he ever thought about was the pleasure of showing off a new suit. He had a coat for every hour of the day and was always in his dressing room. One day, two swindlers arrived in the emperor's city. These dishonest men declared they could weave the finest clothes imaginable, and, what is more, the clothes they made would be invisible to anyone who was stupid or unfit for their job. How wonderful, thought the emperor. I must have a suit made from this fine new cloth. He gave the swindlers a large sum of money. They set up weaving looms and pretended to be very hard at work, but actually, they made nothing whatsoever. Their looms were empty. I would very much like to know how the weavers are getting on, thought the emperor. But he felt very uneasy when he remembered that anyone unfit for their job wouldn't be able to see the cloth. He decided to send his best minister. The good old minister went into the room where the swindlers sat at empty looms. Heaven preserve us, he thought. I cannot see anything at all. But he didn't say so. The dishonest men asked him to come close and admire the exquisite pattern they were weaving. They pointed to the empty looms. Oh dear, thought the poor old man. Am I stupid? Am I unfit for my job? Everyone in the city has heard about this cloth, and they will laugh at whoever cannot see it. I mustn't let it be known that it is invisible to me. Haven't you got anything to say? Asked one of the swindlers pretending to weave. Oh, it's exceedingly beautiful, replied the old minister. I shall tell the emperor so. Yes, said the clever swindlers, and they talked about the pattern. The minister saw nothing, but listened carefully so that he could repeat their description to the emperor. Now the swindlers asked for more money, silk and gold cloth, saying they needed it for weaving. They kept all the goods for themselves and spent the money on food and drink. Not a thread came near the loom. The emperor sent another honest courier to ask the weavers whether the cloth was nearly finished. Like the old minister, the courier looked and looked, but could see nothing, as there was nothing to be seen. Is it not beautiful? Asked the two swindlers. I am not stupid, thought the courier, so I must not be fit for my important job. Oh dear, I must not let anyone know. He praised the fine pattern and then reported that the cloth was excellent and nearly ready. At last, the emperor went to see the cloth for himself. Is it not magnificent? Asked the minister and the courier who had been sent before. They pointed to the empty looms, for they imagined that others could see the cloth being woven. What is this? Thought the emperor. I don't see anything at all. Am I stupid? Am I unfit to be emperor? This is terrible. He turned to the dishonest weavers. Your cloth has our most gracious approval, he said, nodding contentedly. All the emperor's attendants saw nothing, but all said, it is very beautiful. They suggested he wear the magnificent new clothes at a great procession later that month. The swindlers pretended to work all night before the procession. They lifted imaginary cloth from the loom, snipped about in the air with big scissors, sewed with needles that had no thread, then said at last, the emperor's new suit is ready. The emperor came to the hall, and the swindlers pretended to hold up clothes, saying, here are the trousers, the coat, the cloak. The beautiful cloth is as light as cobwebs, so you'll feel like you have nothing on at all. Indeed, said the courtiers, though they could see nothing. If it pleases your majesty, we will assist you in putting on the new suit, said the dishonest weavers. The emperor undressed, and the swindlers pretended to put clothes on him, while he looked at himself in the mirror from every angle. What a magnificent suit of clothes, said everyone. The officers who were to carry the emperor's long robe pretended to lift something off the floor, and the emperor set off, marching under his canopy in the procession. The crowds lining the street praised the new suits. They didn't want their neighbors to know they couldn't see it. Then suddenly a young child called out, "The emperor has no clothes on." After one after another, more and more people whispered what the child had said. "He has on nothing," they all cried at last. The emperor kept marching, though he feared the people were right.